So we have a patient who's come in today with an in the canal hearing aid he would like to have checked and cleaned. He reports that he thinks it is a little bit weak. So we're going to take a look at it and see what's going on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe it down good with a wipe. And then we're going to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I like to listen to it with the battery that it came in with to see what he is actually hearing. So I'm actually going to open the door and close it. And I hear the startup tone, and I heard it come on, and it sounds pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a brand new battery. Always like to do that. These are interesting. These we don't get that many around here. They have the little gold wax spring inside as the wax guard. We have fashioned our own little tool that will take those out. It's like a little hook on the end, so we just put the hook in and pull it out, and there it goes flying across the room, which it usually does. I'm going to take our handy dandy brush, which we use all the time, and I'm going to brush out that receiver opening. I'm also going to brush out the microphones, and I just popped off one of the microphone covers, so I have to put that back on. So that seems okay. I'm going to replace the wax spring. It's a little tiny gold spring. It actually looks like a spring. I'm just going to put that right back in the receiver opening. Can get it in there, and I'm going to just push it down ever so gradually into there. Just far enough so that it won't come back out. So because he's complaining about this being weak, I'm going to run it on the test box. So I'm going to take the little putty and put it on here. I'm going to be very careful to close up the vent. Since it's an ITC, we want to make sure that we get the correct readings. I'm going to use the 2cc coupler. Position that on there with the receiver. Make sure it's nice and tight and there's no leaks or anything. Okay, I'm going to put it in the test box. And print a copy. It's showing about 18 dB of gain, which compared to his last run is actually pretty similar. The last time we checked it was in December. So I'm going to print off a copy and put that in his chart. So after I've cleaned everything, give it a wipe, and then I'm going to listen to it again. I'm going to open and close the battery door. Startup tone comes on, and it sounds very loud and clear to me. So I'm going to give the hearing aid back to the patient. So I just gave the hearing aid back to the patient, and I chatted with him a little bit. I did check his ears. He has a little bit of wax. It wasn't blocking anything. I did tell him that the next time he saw his regular doctor, he might want to have his ears cleaned. But I did counsel him about cleaning every night using the dry jar to keep it in, to keep the moisture out, and that he should come and see us maybe even every 4 months, every 4, 5, or 6 months to get that wax spring changed. So he did say that it sounded better, so we are counting on the cleaning did what it was intended to do. That's it. So now I will clean up my mess and go wash my hands.